Hey Rach, little birdie tells me that you're calling it a day.
I'm looking forward to helping celebrate an incredible campaigner and an incredible career.
Congratulations on giving so much, not only to the Greens, but to the country.
It's great to see that you'll be coming back to the land of the living.
You're going to get hundreds of these messages about how missed you're going to be.
For your just extraordinary advocacy on behalf of countless people.
All of the laughs, all of the warmth, all of the love that we've shared, I'm going to miss desperately.
Know that you leave with all of our hearts and admiration in our heads as well, because you've managed to achieve so much in this place.
She could see the opportunity that was presented by having Green senators there to advocate, to question, to challenge.
I can remember quite vividly a fortnight at the end of 2005 after I'd gone to work for Rach, where we dealt with work choices, these appallingly punitive welfare to work reforms, if you could call them that, a whole raft of anti-terrorism legislation, the radioactive waste bill, and a bill to crush student unions. And my enduring recollection of that awful fortnight is just how much Rach would show up day after day after day.
You've shown us what it means to campaign with a foot in Parliament and a foot in the community.
Her openness, her willingness to deeply listen to the issues for First Nations people as an ally.
Thank you so very much for all those incredible years of advocacy, of fighting for what's right.
This is about the hundreds of thousands of ordinary Australians who are better off because of you, because of your interventions and your energy.
Would like to thank Rachel for the effort of bringing the Opal Peel into the territory. It was a great work for Carla's team to go up there and work and get the support from Rachel.
Thanks very much, Rachel, for all of your support of Kalis and the various services in our region, helping us get access to politicians and to try and influence policy.
Thanks so much for your help in making the biggest change that's ever happened in this region in my lengthy career here.
Whether it was standing up for people in First Nations Australians with cognitive impairment who were indefinitely detained, or fighting the good fight on social security, Senator Siewert has been stalwart in her support.
Thank you for all the years of work that you've done to protect special places, especially the incredible support you provided to help us protect James Price Point, Walmadan, that's behind me here. If we hadn't have stopped it, it would be a massive industrial complex.
You took the running on the Forced Adoptions Inquiry. You oversaw it as the chair of the Community Affairs Committee. And then on the day of the apology, there you were in the Great Hall with Prime Minister Gillard making that apology. Over 800 people having come from all over the country.
To offer such a fulsome apology to those affected by the most appalling past practices and policies that affected so many.
And it wouldn't have happened without you, Rachel.
You have done more than any other member of Parliament to make the country talk about people who are living in poverty.
For being a voice for people who don't have one. The campaign on New Start's been relentless.
This is a government abandoning the most vulnerable members of our community.
The fact is, the rules in this country specifically entrench inequality.
Making sure that the cashless debit card was restricted as much as it could be.
Thank you very much for all of your support and giving card holders a voice. You've been with us all the way along. You came here, you listened to them, you gave them hope.
You were there when nobody else was in the room. You took calls from us at 2 a.m. to help card holders who were in desperate situations, and you included us in the conversation politically and personally.
It's only the people that have been elected that are actually in the parliament that can do that parliamentary work, and you never shied away from that.
For your forensic use of Senate procedures that so few people understand.
Running rings around ministers, many of whom were responsible for the legislation that was being debated, but Rachel knew it better than they did.
Fearsome chamber rants that you do so well.
Centre Alliance didn't even have the guts to come in here and vote with the government. This is an act of bastardry carried out by the major parties. It is simply outrageous.
You're going to have to find a fresh outlet for that.
She squeezes every single drop of possibility out of that place, and she focuses on outcomes rather than sticking around to take the credit.
You've got just the biggest shoes for the next person to fill.
We're going to have to throw away the shoes and get a whole new pair because no one's going to be able to do what you have done.
Thank you for everything that you've done to make this country a better place.
From every person whose lives have been touched and been enriched.
For your just unstinting support and mentorship of so many people, of colleagues, of staff, of supporters.
I am so thankful to have been able to work with you and learn from you.
Thank you very much for the tireless work that you've done both for country and people.
We want to thank you for your effort and the great work you've done. Thank you, Rachel Siewert.
Thank you for being on this planet at this time and being the person that you are.
It's just an exceptional contribution that you make.
Thank you for your intelligence. Thank you for your authenticity. But perhaps most of all, thank you for always using your power and your position unwaveringly for good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I can say.
You're fantastic.
Thanks, Rach. Love ya. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for people, for the planet, and for this wonderful party that will endure long after all of us have gone.
We are lucky in the future to be standing on your shoulders, Rach.
So, raising a glass to an extraordinary campaigner and an extraordinary career. It's been Rach against the machine the entire time. You will be missed in there, but I'm happy to report there is life after the Senate.